Today, students, we are doing a poem from the English Bal Bharati textbook for Standard 8, The Plate of Gold by James Henry Leigh Hunt. In this poem, the poet gives us the message that God bestows his love on only those who truly care for their fellow human beings. So come along then. Let's read and understand it. This video was made just for you. Do remember to like, share, and subscribe. Students, this is a narrative poem. It means that there is a story narrated in the form of a poem. It also is a free verse poem, which means that no rhyming words or rhyme scheme is followed. So, it is a free flowing poem which gives us a story. The Plate of Gold. One day there fell in great Benares temple court a wondrous plate of gold, whereon these words were writ, To him who loveth best, a gift from heaven. So here the poet is telling us that one day what happened was in the Benares temple court. So there are lots of temples in the Benares, which is also called Varanasi now, and Kashi also. So there are lots of temples over there, and people go to visit these temples. It's a holy city in India. So in the temple court, what happened is one day there fell a wondrous plate of gold. So it was a beautiful plate of gold that fell, and on that plate, okay, these words were written. So what were the words written? It was written that to whom who loveth best, a gift from heaven. So this was a gift from heaven, and to whom was this gift? Whoever is loveth best, the person who loves the best. Okay, and thereat the priest made proclamation at the midday hour each day. Let those assemble who for virtue deem their right to heaven's gift the best, and we will hear the deeds of mercy done, and so adjudge. So what happened is all the priests made a proclamation. Now what is proclamation means is it means a public statement. So they declared to the public, and what did they say? That at the midday hour, that is in the afternoon time. So midday means middle of the day. So in the afternoon, each day, that is every day, so let those assemble. So all those people should assemble, that is come together, collect. Who should collect? Who are these people? Who virtue deem. Virtue is who have good deeds. Okay, so they consider themselves to have done good deeds, and they can claim their right to heaven's gift, the best. So it says that whoever feel that they have done good deeds, okay, they consider themselves to be doing good deeds, so they can come and collect this heaven's gift, and we will hear the deeds of mercy done, and so adjudge. So what is the statement said was, the proclamation said was, the priest said that, so we will hear what they have done. So we will first listen to what they have to say, what all work they have done, what are the good deeds they have done. And so that is the deeds of mercy. Mercy means good deeds, deeds of kindness. Mercy is kindness shown to fellow human beings, because that was the condition, isn't it? So whoever loveth best is who loves God the most. Okay, so whoever loves God the most can come forward, and who has done deeds of mercy, deeds of kindness, that is works of kindness. Deeds means any work of kindness. So works of kindness, and so we will listen to those people, and then we will judge. Now, let's find out what happens next. Now, when the proclamation is made, this news ran swift as light. Okay, so here you can see that light. We know that light travels very, very fast. So, here this is the news is compared to the light, and it says that the news ran swift. It means that the news spread out to everybody, and soon from every quarter came. So quarter over here means every corner, from every nook and corner, from every little place, okay, came all kinds of people. So there were nobles, munshis, hermits, scholars, holy men, and all renowned for gracious or splendid deeds. So renowned means well known. So all the people who are well known for gracious, gracious means very kindness, kindness to show. Gracious or splendid, splendid means great, great deeds, great work. Those who have done great work. So all those people started coming because the news spread that there is a gift from heaven, a plate of gold. It is a wonderful plate of gold which they can come and collect it. Meanwhile, the priest in solemn council sat and heard what each had done to merit best the gift of heaven. So, meanwhile, what happened? As soon as all these people started coming, so the priest in solemn, solemn means in seriousness, council, council means to come together as a meeting. Okay, so they came together and sat and heard. So, they heard what each had to say. Okay, and they heard as to what they had done. So what was the merit? Merit means why they should be given this. Okay, so merit, best the gift of heaven. So who will be the best person to get this gift from heaven? So that is how they sat in council. They started first listening to it, and then they were discussing among themselves. And so for a year, the claimants came and went. Claimants is those who state the right to get that thing. Okay, so they say that yes, we are the rightful owners of this and we should get it. So those claimants, so for a year now, so there was one whole year from the time the plate fell from heaven till 1 year, so 12 months. So all these people came and the priest would really listen to them, and they would sit and discuss, and then they would try to decide who should get the plate of gold. At last, after a patient weighing of the worth of all, the priest bestowed the plate of gold on one who seemed the largest lover of the race, whose whole estate within the year had been parted among the poor. This man, all trembling with his joy, advanced to take the golden plate, when lo! At his finger's first touch, it changed to basis lid. All stood aghast, but when the hapless claimant dropped it clanging on the floor, heaven's guerdon was again transformed to shining gold. So here, what happened is, a year passed and they could not get anybody who was so well, good at, so that they could give this gift from heaven. But at last, after a year, what happened is, after patient weighing of the worth of all, so all those people who had come, remember the people, they were all kinds of noblemen, munshis, hermits, scholars, holy men, and all people renowned. So all of them came. So after weighing their worth means deciding on who is good, who is not good, how much they have done, why we should give it to them. So all this weighing of the worth of all, the priests bestowed means presented or granted the plate of gold on one who seemed, so one person whom they felt who seemed the largest lover of the race. So what is a race? Race means the human race of human beings. Okay, so they felt that he is the largest lover, he loves the human race very much. And why did they decide this? Because whose whole estate means all his property, all his land, all the things that he had, his whole estate within the year, in that year, had been parted means had been distributed among the poor. So all everything that he had distributed it among the poor. So therefore the priest felt that he is the rightful claimant of the gift. Now, this man, all trembling with joy, so he was very happy. He's so happy that he was shaking with joy. Isn't it? When we are very happy, we jump for joy, we want to do so many things. So, this man was really happy. Yes, he said, I have got the plate of gold and I have got the gift from heaven. So, this man, all trembling with his joy, advanced to take the golden plate, when lo! Okay, so advance to take means he came forward. So to receive it. So advance to take the golden plate. When low means, oh my God, what happened? At his fingers first touch. So immediately when he just touched the plate of gold, it changed to basest lid. Base means very the base, nothing shining, nothing, simple form of lead. Now lead is another metal, it is very very soft and you can hardly make any things out of it. Okay, and it breaks very easily. So therefore people do not use it for any ornaments or anything like this, plates or anything. Okay, so this changed to basis lead, and all stood aghast. Aghast means they were shocked, they were horrified as to what happened. Okay, but when the hapless claimant dropped it, hapless means he was so helpless. Okay, he was so unfortunate, unlucky. So when the hapless claimant dropped it, so because as soon as he touched it, it changed to lead, and he was also very shocked, and so he just dropped it from his hand. So it clanging on the floor. So we know when the something falls, it gives a clanging sound. So this is a metal. So it started giving that metal sound of clanging, and it went clanging on the floor. And heaven's garden was again transformed to shining gold. Okay, so as soon as it touched the floor, what happened is this gift from heaven was again transformed. Transform means changed to back to its position, or back to what it was, of shining gold. Now let's find out what happens next. So, for another 12 months, sat the priest and judged. Thrice they awarded, thrice did heaven refuse the gift. So what happened is, now again for another 12 months, you remember that one whole year they sat and at last they found someone, but again heaven rejected, that is God rejected him. Okay, and so the plate of gold was turned to lead. So that tells us that God had rejected that person. So then again the priest had to sit for another 12 months and they had to judge with all the people who had come. And thrice they had awarded. So three times they avoided. And thrice means thrice did heaven refuse the gift. So immediately, okay, so thrice they were awarded, and thrice means immediately heaven refused the gift. So they refused giving, heaven, that is God, refused giving the gift to those people. And meanwhile a host of poor, so what happened is, in the meanwhile, lot of poor people, okay, and maimed beggars. Maimed means crippled, those who are, are unable, the disabled. Okay, they are unable to walk, or maybe some impediments they have, so maybe blind or deaf, or they can't walk properly. So these people, all poor and mean beggars in the street, lay all about the temple gate. So they all collected over there. Now why did they come? Why did the poor come? Did they want the gift? No, they did not come for the gift. So why did they come? In the hope to move that love whereby each claimant hoped to win the gift. So they knew that there were lots of claimant coming. Okay, so people coming to claim the gift. So they knew that these people are coming, and these people are all rich noble people, so they have lots of money. So in the hope to move that love, so they felt that, if they look at us, they will feel that love from them, they will come out with the love. And so and they hope not to win the gift, so with that love they may give them something. And well, for them it was, if gold be charity, so they will give charity, they will help them, they will give them money. For every pilgrim to the temple gate praised God. So whoever came over there, they all started praising God. So remember the condition that, who should give it? Who should get the gift? Who loveth best. Okay. So therefore they started, loving and praising God, that love might thus approve itself before the test. So before they could test themselves, they may want to, show their love. So with that love, they may give out charity, they may give help the poor. So in that intention, all many poor and many maimed, many crippled beggars had collected at the temple gate. And so coins rained freely in the outstretched hands. Now coins are, they started giving them money. Okay, so coins rained over here means falling like rain. So people were started, those who came as claimants for the gift, they started, giving out coins freely they gave, and in the outstretched hands. Outstretched means, stretching it out, ro- showing your hands out. Okay, so that is all the beggars, no? So beggars, when they beg, they stretch their hands out. So in their outstretched hands, all these people started giving them coins and money. But none of those who gave so much as turned to look into the poor, sad eyes of them that begged. So, none of them, all these people who came, okay, so they were rich people, but none of them, okay, not a single person, so much as turned to look into the poor, sad eyes. Okay, so they didn't even stop to look into the poor and sad eyes. These all these people are poor, they are, helpless, they are sad because they are in such a situation that they can't do anything. They don't have money, or they don't cannot walk, or they cannot see, they cannot hear. So many problems they have. But these people who came, they would just throw the coins, so rained the coins on them, throw the money, but nobody even thought of waiting and looking and talking to these beggars and understanding their problems. So nobody stopped for that. And now the second year had almost passed, but still the plate of gold by whomsoever touched was turned to lead. So what happened is, even the 2 years passed, second year also passed, and whoever they awarded the gift, okay, whenever that person touched it, it turned to lead. Okay, at length there came a simple peasant. At length means after some time, a simple peasant came, not aware, he was not aware, he did not know about it, of that strange contest for the gift of God. So he did not know about the contest, but he happened to be in the temple city and he did not know about it. So to pay a vow within the temple, so he had made a promise, and so to fulfill his promise, he had come to the temple. Okay, and he did not know anything about the contest. As he passed along the line of shriveled beggars, so when he passed, he saw all these beggars, and they were shriveled. Shriveled means dried up or wrinkled. Means when you are, when you are poor and all that, you have seen all the poor people, they have hardly anything to eat. They don't have good clothes to wear. So their bodies are all wrinkled up, they're dried up. Okay, so they are very thin. So he saw all this as he was passing by. He saw these beggars, and all his soul was moved within him to sweet pity. So, soul means his heart. His heart was moved. He was feeling very sad about it. Okay, was moved means he felt sorry, he felt sad, he felt certain love and emotion, and within him to sweet pity. So, he felt pity for those people. He felt very sad. He felt compassion for these people, and tears welled up. Okay, welled up. Tears means the tears that we, when we are sad, we drop the water from the eyes. So that is the tears welled up. Welled up means to be full of. Okay, so tears welled up and trembled in his eyes. So all the tears, his eyes were full of tears in his eyes. Let's continue and find out what happens next. Now, by the temple gate there lay a poor so creature, blind and shunned by all. So what happened was, near the temple gate there lay a poor so creature. Now sore means somebody who is in lot of pain and problem. So creature is God's creation. Okay, so sore creature who was blind and shunned by all. Shunned means who all the people avoided and rejected. Nobody wanted to go close to him. But when the peasant came and saw the sightless face, so when the peasant came and he saw that he was sightless, sight is the ability to see. So he was sightless, he could not see, isn't it? He was a blind man. So he saw this person, and trembling, maimed hands, he could not pass. So when he saw this slightly face, and he was trembling, he was shivering over there, and maimed hands, again disabled hands, hands that are not able to do the work. Okay, so they were maimed hands. So when he saw this person, he could not pass. But what he did is he knelt down. So that is, he bent down to go down on your knees. Okay, so that is called kneeling down. So he knelt down and took both the palms in his. So palms means the hands. So both of his blind man's hands he took in his hands, and he softly said, "O thou." Thou is the old word for you. "O you, my brother." So he called him his brother. Okay, he says, "O thou, my brother, bear thy troubles bravely." So whatever troubles you have, bear them. Try to, go through them. Bear thy troubles bravely. Be brave, be strong. Okay, because why? God is good. So God is kind, God is good, God has some plans for you. So definitely, so you bear it, and God will definitely reward you. Then he arose. Arose means got up and walked straight away across the court. So he went to the temple court. Okay. And entered where they wrangled of their deeds of love before the priest. So he entered and he saw that there were lots of people who were wrangling. Wrangling means arguing angrily. So there were lots of people, and they were said, "No, no, no, we should get the gift. We should get the gift." Such times it happens. Everybody wants to claim the gift. So they were wrangling of their deeds, deeds of love. So work of love. They were saying, "No, we have done so much of work. We have done so much of, charity, or we have done so much of good things." So they were wrangling and arguing about the gift, their deeds of love before the priest, and they were saying that they should receive the gift. A while he listened sadly, then had turned away, but something moved the priest who held the plate of gold to beckon to the peasant. So, what happened is, he listened for all this argument for a while, and then he felt very sad as to why are they arguing about good deeds that they have done, isn't it? So you have to do your deeds, and you have to keep quietness, and you have to do it with full faith, full love from your heart. You cannot just show it and tell it to everyone that I have done so much of good. So he was feeling very sad about it because he did not know about the gift, and he turned away. Turned away means he started turning away and going out of the temple. But something moved the priest. Okay, so the priest saw that, and he was moved by it. He felt, he felt some strange voice telling him. So that is called, something moved the priest who held the plate of gold to beckon to the peasant. So he held the plate of gold means he showed the plate of gold to him, and beckon. Beckon means to call him, call the peasant. Okay, so he said, "Here, take this plate of gold." So he did not know anything, no? So he came, not understanding, and obeyed. So obeyed means to follow the instruction, because the priest held the plate of gold and he says, "Come, come." Okay, so he gestured to him. He showed it with action. "Come and take this plate of gold." And now this peasant did not know anything. So he came, not understanding, and he obeyed. He followed because the priest is telling him to take. No, so he went and obeyed what the priest had to say, and stretched his hand and took the sacred vessel. Vessel is any instrument. So this is a plate over here. So he took the sacred means holy vessel in his hand, and lo, okay, it shone means it started shining with three eyes its former luster. Luster is again shine. So three times more it started shining, and amazed them all. So they were all amazed, they were all astounded, they were all surprised as to, "Oh, what happened to this?" "Son," cried the priest, "rejoice! The gift of God is thine." So the priest was very, very happy. Cried means to shout with joy. So he says, "Rejoice." Rejoice means be happy. The gift of God is thine. Thine means yours. So this gift of God is thine. Thou lovest best. So you are the one who loves everybody the best. And all made answers, it is well. So all answered, and they came to know, okay, yes, this is what is God's answer, and God rightly wants to give this gift to this person. So they also said, yes, yes, it is correct, it is well. And one by one departed. Departed means they left. They came to know that now the gift has gone to the rightful person. So we cannot stay here and claim it. So they departed, they went. But the peasant knelt and prayed. So the peasant just did not take the plate of gold and started screaming, shouting. Normally we see when somebody wins a trophy or some prize or something, everybody cheers and everybody is happy and everybody shouts. But he did not do that. He knelt down again. He went down on his knees. He knelt down, bent down on his knees, and he prayed, bowing his head. Bowing means bending his head above the golden plate. So he kept the golden plate in front of him and he bowed his head. And while over his soul, like morning, streamed the love of God. So on his soul, on his heart, on here, so on him, God, what God did, just like morning. Morning means it's very bright, very sunny. Everybody looks forward to a great morning, isn't it? So just like a morning, all the love of God was streamed. Streamed means was flowing, flowing. The love of God was flowing on him. So here, this was a wonderful message that the poet has given to us, that we should help each other and God will surely reward us. Okay, now children, I hope you all enjoyed the poem. So you all can solve the English workshop as well as the warm up exercise that is given at the start of the poem, and to check your answers. And even not only for this, but even for this small little questions that they have given within the poem. So you all can check your answers, and to check your answers, you all can visit our site at www.jkacademypro.com. You'll get the link in the description box below. And do remember to like, share, and subscribe.